In the forgotten village of Blackthorn, nestled in the misty valleys of the Scottish Highlands, the air was thick with secrets as old as the craggy hills. The villagers whispered of a curse that had haunted their land for centuries, born from a betrayal that angered the spirits of the glen. Every 50 years, a woman from Blackthorn was chosen to take the Oath of Shadows, a vow to confront the curse's source in the heart of the cursed. Blackthorn Wood. None who took the oath ever returned the same, if they returned at all. Mhairi. A 24-year-old schoolteacher who had moved to Blackthorn seeking solitude after a personal tragedy was an outsider in the tight-knit village. Her sharp mind and quiet strength made her a target for the elders' scrutiny as the curse's cycle approached. The villagers believed the curse could only be appeased or broken by one brave enough to face the Shadow Keeper, a spectral entity said to guard the glen's secrets. The fields withered, livestock sickened, and strange lights flickered in the woods, signaling the time had come. For more bone-chilling tales that will haunt your nights, subscribe to HS Horror Story on YouTube and dive into the darkness with us. The village council gathered in the shadow of an ancient standing stone, its surface etched with runes that seemed to pulse under the moonlight. They chose Mhairi, claiming her lack of family ties made her the perfect candidate. Her protests were met with cold silence, the elders' eyes avoiding hers. "It's for Blackthorn," they muttered, as if that justified the terror to come. The night of the oath arrived, the sky heavy with a blood-red hue. Mhairi, clad in a dark cloak, stained with ash, was led to the edge of Blackthorn Wood. The air grew colder with each step, and the wind carried whispers that sounded like her name. At the wood's heart stood a circle of blackened stones, surrounded by twisted, leafless trees that seemed to claw at the sky. An old woman, known only as the seer, awaited her, a figure shrouded in tattered robes, her eyes glowing within. "Unnatural light. Swear the oath," the seer hissed, her voice echoing like a chorus of the dead. "Vow to end the curse, or become its next vessel?" Mhairi's hands trembled as she repeated the ancient words, feeling a weight settle on her chest. The ground shuddered and the stones glowed, revealing a figure emerging from the shadows, a gaunt, skeletal entity with eyes like burning coals, its form shifting between human and something far older, the Shadow Keeper. It spoke no words, but its gaze pierced her soul, filling her mind with visions of betrayal, blood, and a promise broken centuries ago. Mhairi realized the curse wasn't just a haunting, it was a debt, and she was now its collector. What happens when Mhairi faces the Shadow Keeper? Can she break the curse, or will she be consumed? Watch the full story on HS Horror Story on YouTube, where nightmares come to life. Days later, Mhairi stumbled back into Blackthorn, her cloak torn, her eyes hollow yet gleaming with an eerie light. The fields began to bloom, but the villagers avoided her, whispering that she carried the curses. Mark. Mhairi was seen wandering the glen at night, drawn to the wood, where some swore they saw her speaking to shadows that moved on their own. The seer claimed Mhairi had not broken the curse but bound herself to it, becoming its new keeper. The villagers lived in fear, knowing the curse lingered, and Mhairi was no longer just Mhairi. The truth lies in Blackthorn Wood, where the shadows whisper, and the oath binds the living to the damned. For more terrifying tales from the edge of reality, subscribe. TO's Horror Story on YouTube. Hit the bell icon to stay haunted with our weekly stories of dread.